Alright, well hello, and we will be going over some of the best ancillary apps for Anki in this video. This is a fun video. So, first and foremost, and these are going to be ranked actually by how helpful they are. So, first and foremost, I think is Text Sniper. So, if you have Alfred, well, okay, I think Alfred's probably up there too, so I'm going to add this Alfred in, but Text Sniper, go ahead and I'll kind of show you guys what it is. So it's running in the background, so it's all kind of hidden. It's actually in your status bar. So I have Bartender, which is a really nice app for controlling how much is up here. And so there it is, Text Sniper. So you can keep line breaks, you can do an additive clipboard thing, and that'll make sense in a second. But so there's my shortcut, Command-Shift-2. So the normal Mac shortcut for taking a screenshot, super important, is Command-Shift-4. But Command-Shift-2 pulls up Text Sniper, and you can have any image, and it just pulls up the content super quickly. So if I want to see what that was, I'll hit Command-Shift-V, because I have another app on here called Paste. Whoops, that lets me. So boom, it pulled that up perfectly. Best ancillary apps for Anki. And there you go, I can paste it anywhere. So super helpful, Text Sniper. And I'll show you a use case. I mean, if you're, I don't know, there's just so many use cases. If you're watching a video or something and there's something helpful there, but you need to snag that text, you can do it there. I mean, so many use cases. Text Sniper, I think it's like $10 or something. Totally worth it. So then Paste, as I kind of gave you a preview of, is this app for Mac that is just lovely. It pulls up a clipboard history for like a whole month. It's crazy. You can go back forever and pull up all the things you've copied and pasted. And this is helpful for me in particular with making the Synaptic Link notes relevant cards. So I can go ahead and like just make a bunch of different screenshots all at once. I can show you guys a little bit here. I mean, I can add a screenshot. So I want this silly way to remember in particular. I want this Morton Roma in particular. I want this Morton Salt in particular. Boom. So then I can, go to a different card or something, or just if I want to paste them all in that relative order. So I want the silly ways to remember first. I want Morton Salt second. And then I want this third. Super quickly, you can just paste them all in there. Amazing. I think Paste is $1 a month, which again, if you are doing Anki and you would like to kind of take screenshots like this of your own stuff, holy smokes, I think it's totally worth it. Rocket is another app that is absolutely amazing. So this one, I will link it in the description, but it's running in the background again like Text Sniper, but let's see if I can pull it up. There it is, little rocket thing. You can pull up this window. It just basically is a super easy way to paste in cool emojis and these interesting Ask To emoticons, which aren't quite as helpful, but they're kind of fun too. So the way you'd use this is, okay, I'm writing something and I want to emphasize the word salt. My shortcut for this is, as you can see on the Keycaster thing, it's like a little apostrophe, I think, a little dash, and then it pulls up Rocket in the background. And okay, oh man, so with Anki, I don't know why Rocket kind of puts itself off to the side right here. I have no idea why it does this. I wish it would be fixed, but I kind of just read half of it, so LT, and I just put in the words SAL. So I think that's salt because there's only so many emojis, so it was salt. So actually, the app you'd use this for, Anki, it kind of glitches on the most, actually, which is kind of stupid. But if you go to like another app, like let's see, Notion or something, like pull this up really quick and add a new line. So if you look up salt or something, it just pulls it up for you right in the middle, which is super helpful. So I want like monkey, or all kinds of different monkeys you could put it. I mean, it's just, there is no quicker idea to paste emoji software out there that I know of. If you know of one that's better, let me know. But that is an awesome app. So that's Rocket. I think it's $10 or something like that. Again, all these are about $10, but I think they're worth it. If you like good software, which I do, I appreciate that kind of thing, it might be worth it. So another one is Snagit. Now, I actually forget what this costs too. I think it's $10 or $20 as well, but maybe worth it if you like not only taking a screenshot but editing it a little bit. So as you can see, I pulled up this public domain image or Creative Commons, something like that, image of the clotting cascade, and I wanted to emphasize tissue factor here. So this box was not here before. So I just kind of like, with Snagit, it lets you draw arrows, boom, lets you do call outs, which are mildly helpful. This is important, and then excited. I can do a excited face. See, I mean that's Rocket right there for you. It works pretty cool. And get rid of these. But what I did there was just a box. So let's go shape, boom, and boom. So I mean, that's helpful. And then you just hit Command C, and then as you can see, I pull up paste here. It all works together like a system. Command Shift V. It pulls it up for you, and you can paste that in wherever you want. So that's just a quick way to edit your screenshots, which I wouldn't recommend doing very frequently because that takes a lot of time. Maybe slows you down a little bit, but if you need to do that, this is a helpful app for it. So, okay, so the next app is Swish, which kind of runs in the background again, but lets you snap windows more effectively than you would otherwise. So let's go to the top of any window on your Mac. Take 2 fingers and then slide to the left. Boom. See that little indicator that kind of pulls up? Slide to the right. Let's slide to the left. And let's go down. So let's take 2 fingers and go down. Now what I have it set as right now, I'm not perfect at it, but it's minimized, so that's not as helpful. But 2 fingers going up is full screen. And those are the most helpful things. I kind of like flipping between these two. So that is Swish. I think that is a couple of dollars too. So that's a very helpful app as well for management of your screen. And finally, I think it's kind of a dark horse, but Excel is rather helpful for Anki because you can plan out your card loads over time. And I will show you what I made for my school, Boonshot School of Medicine here. I went ahead and made tags for every single PI session that we had. See, like, and these are the days that the PI sessions are on, and they're all like centered around our MCQs. So our MCQs happen about every 2 weeks or so, and I have tabs for each MCQ, and I did this for like every test just so that I could plan ahead. And then I would like put a little dinosaur here from Rocket, by the way. Love this thing, Dino. That's fun. I like emojis. But I went ahead here, and when I would add these cards, I would go ahead and indicate that I did. When I first looked at the card, this is like how many cards were in there, suspended and unsuspended. Then as I got to the tag, the exact number that were suspended already, is a lower number. So I just, the ones that were suspended, the yellow, I hit there. So I just kind of recorded some of these. By the time I got to them, all of them were already unsuspended from previous classes or from whatever. So this was helpful because, as you can see, there's a big difference between some of these, like secretion, and then how many are in the actual tag, and then how much you actually need to learn, how many new cards you actually need to learn. So there's a big discrepancy there, and so I thought planning was helpful for this. So like 2,200 cards is a lot more than 894. So I just summed this whole column here, as you can see, and this just helped me. So if the day was actually Monday of the week 1, I would then take the number of days between the day after the previous test and the day of this test, number of days I had until the test, basically, and I would use that number as the denominator for this calculation, which took 894 divided by 20 to get how many new cards per day I needed to add. And that's just a really helpful number, and it lets you work ahead too. So if you get like some energy and are able to just plan ahead for 2 or 3 tests at a time, I mean, you're gonna be way ahead of the 8 ball, and you're gonna be doing great. So Excel, great app. I might do a specific video on this later and how to do it, but yeah, so those are just some cool apps that are helpful for Anki, and if you have some ideas for apps, go ahead and put them in the comments, and yeah, thank you. Have an awesome rest of your day.